What is up, everybody? Taco Bandit here for another Taco Tuesday. Today, I have a service sheet. No, I'm not at my 5,000 miles, unfortunately. I did take my truck in. Two reasons mainly. One, my infotainment system here, the screen in the center, has been cutting off on me, and I'm not exactly sure why. You know, I do a lot of driving every day, you know, my commute to work and school and everything else, and it's happened a couple times. It happened once when I first got the truck, and you know, I didn't think anything of it. It just happened one time. I thought it was a fluke occurrence, and it didn't happen for a while. Here recently, I was on my commute. It's about 20 minutes, and it happened again, and it actually happened 5 times in one commute. So basically what it's doing is the screen goes black while I'm going down the road, you know, on the interstate and what have you, and then it restarts like you're just starting up the vehicle for the first time. So, you know, it'll stay off for about 30 seconds, and then it'll bring up a Toyota emblem, and then give the warning message like when you first start up the truck, and then it'll go back to what it was doing. So I'm not exactly sure why it's doing this. I was looking at the Tacoma forums a little bit earlier, and they said, you know, sometimes when you don't have the most up-to-date software or something like that, it'll go through that period. Well, I checked today, myself, and I took it in, and we both agreed that I do have the most up-to-date software, and the technician said there should be one coming in fairly shortly, as you know, an update for the software, and he asked me to just kind of hold out until then. So, you know, I completely understand. I didn't want him to, you know, replace my whole head unit or anything like that. I think, you know, it's not vital to the truck that it works, but, you know, I do want to make sure it does work, because I might be using my navigation or something like that, and if that would cut out on me, you know, it's hard to tell where I would end up. The second reason I went in is I was washing my truck last night, and I realized I probably should have seen this before, but I was washing my truck, and I noticed the tip of my tailpipe is pointed up. So, you know, in these trucks, you go out past the muffler, it loops up and over your back axle, and then makes a turn to exit out the side of your truck. And where it makes that bend to where the actual exit for the exhaust is, the exit is up higher than the bend. And I thought this was really weird. You know, I haven't bumped it or anything like that I know of. So I wanted to make sure they looked at that and see if it was different. The guy back in the service department was real honest with me and said that, you know, he never really noticed that, and we walked out on the lot and looked at the brand new trucks, and actually they're all like that. I thought this was kind of strange, because it seems like if you have the tip of your tailpipe up higher than the rest of it, you get water that would just sit in your exhaust pipe. You know, and that could be bad for your engine, or it could just rust out your exhaust. But he said that, you know, there's not really a whole lot he could do, since every single truck is like that. So we're just going to kind of hold out for now, and I do plan on getting a different exhaust before too long anyhow. So I am almost at 2,500 miles, so I'm halfway to my first oil change, and you know, I'll have to take it in again for that. So hopefully there'll be some new software available at that point, and hopefully the exhaust I want comes out before too long, so I can get that as well. So the channel is doing really well right now, and we're up to almost 300 subscribers, and you know, I realize that that's no big thing or anything like that, but I do really appreciate all of your all's kindness and support and everything throughout all this. I'm by no means a professional, and I know I'm not real good at making these videos, but I do know a lot about these trucks, and I'd be happy to answer any questions and you know, share my passion for trucks with you all. So if you're stopping in for the first time and seeing these videos, and you're fairly new to the channel, be sure and subscribe. I have a lot more coming, and now that I have some free time, I should be making a lot more videos, and I have some more opportunities to make some different kinds of videos. So thank you all very much for watching, and I'll catch you next time.